Welcome to the Home Buying Adventure Series. Let's talk about the home inspection. Hi, this is Mary Petruzzi with Team Petruzzi at RE/MAX at the Crossing. Before we get into the home inspection, this section acknowledges your realtor, the seller's realtor, and other licensed agents involved in this transaction are not experts or had special training that pertains to any environmental contaminant in a house. This is why it's important to have a home inspection. And the purchase of a home is contingent upon buyers and sellers coming to an agreement regarding inspection repairs. The typical time frame to have your inspection completed and have a written response of any repairs back to the sellers is 15 days or less. It's very important to stay within your specified time frame or get a written extension to respond. If you fail to respond timely, then you will have deemed the property acceptable and no repairs can be requested. If at all possible, you should be at the inspection. You'll have the opportunity to walk through the house, the crawl space, and the attic with the inspector. It's a time to really learn about your house, and most inspectors just love to share their knowledge with new home buyers. The inspector will note everything big and small in their report. Since inspectors are not specialists when it comes to various aspects of a home, your realtor should provide additional time frame to allow a specialist to inspect anything the home inspector thinks requires a licensed contractor in that field. Sometimes the specialist may or may not agree with what the inspector makes note of. The inspection phase of this journey may take a few counters back and forth until you and the seller come to an agreement. If there is a defect found as defined by Indiana law, you can ask the seller to remedy it before closing. The defect is defined as a condition that would have a significant adverse effect on the value of the property, significantly impair the health or safety of future occupants of the property, or if this is not repaired, removed, or replaced, would significantly shorten or adversely affect the expected normal life of the premises. A few examples of a defect would be any foundation or structural issues, active termites, mold that is growing due to an active water leak or standing water, improper wiring, etc. If the seller isn't able or willing to remedy the defects you requested and you've given him or her a reasonable amount of time to fix it, the contract can be terminated and your earnest money should be refunded to you. To see an example of an inspection report, click on the link. If you have any questions about the home buying process that I haven't covered in this series, please don't hesitate to contact me at mary@teampetruzzi.com and feel free to call or text me at 317-370-5509.